this film to Jonathan. If the rest of the option now. So basically for people who are truly committed to the property, it's good as
yeah, that's right.
Jonathan, give me the first.
Well, a very good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the much anticipated auction here today, number 1415A, Dandenong Road here in the heart of East Malvern. My name is Jonathan Eves. I will be your auctioneer here this afternoon. Of course, coming here today is, of course, our virtual floor staff that are here to assist you with your bids and offers for this absolutely incredible property for your competition here today. Of course, we are selling on behalf of our vendors, and we represent, of course, Rainwater Estate Agents and auctioneers. Are tonight, Atherton Road as well as a conjunctional agent being Woodard's in Elswick as well, selling this incredible property, 1415A, Dandenong Road in the heart of East Malvern, but also known to us. Its vehicle title reference volume being 12282, folio 948, being one of the two on plan of subdivision 826512R. Now, the goods we sell today with today's property buyers, that purely means what will be remaining of this incredible property. They put all four fixed coverings, floor coverings, window finishings, electric lighting as expected. The price will shortly determine that with your bids and offers very, very shortly. We're calling for a 10% deposit on the fall of the hammer here today, and settlement ranging anywhere between that 30, 60 days is the preferred settlement from today's date. So they're the particulars of sale. However, I will go through the auction rules and according to the law in that state, the auction will be conducted according to the rules, and any additional conditions that were made available prior to the start of today's auction. The auction rules do prohibit an auctioneer from accepting bids or offers for the property once the property is being knocked down to the successful bidder. Of course, vendors do have a reserve price as the auctioneer will indicate bidders on request. The law prohibits false bids, prohibits major by bidders, and prohibits other bidders attempting to prevent those from bidding and provides fines for such conduct. The rules do permit vendor bids. The words that I'll use in code are making on behalf of vendor bid, and by law only as the auctioneer can make a vendor bid. So very straightforward, particulars of sale, extremely straightforward auction rules here today, so we shouldn't have any issues whatsoever. Well, ladies and gentlemen, buyers, before we get down to the business of hand, and of course the business of hand is congratulating both purchaser and vendor on the sale of this fantastic property. It's certainly live. It's not just to say a few brief words as to why it should be yours. Now, when we're talking the epitome of development, this is absolutely it. This gives an absolute tick of approval because as everyone has walked through, has been blown away by the size, the light, the brightness, but more importantly, just the level of detail that this owner went into to create such an absolute masterpiece. Of course, it's a rarity in East Malvern, Dandenong Road, 1415A, own driveway, own street presence, but more importantly, some of the architectural features that are desirable by everyone that's come through. Of course, an elevator. How good is that for a family home of this size, this quality? I suppose as you keep reading in the newspaper, no one can read where the market's going to go, but ultimately what you can say is that the downsizing market is going to be stronger than ever in 10 years and 20 years' time because developers like our owners here today have thought ahead. They've fast forward the clock 20 years and realised that this is going to be a problem in 20 years' time. So you're buying an A-grade residence, more importantly, offering the 3 different levels. Generally, with 3-level properties that are available in the market, they've only got the stairs, so automatically you remove the downsizing population, whereas this one is inclusive of whether or not you're a young couple here today, whether or not you're here today as a downsizer, or even if you're even on the whisper of buying a great investment property such as this. So buyers, it ticks all the boxes across the board. Of course, split over 3 wonderful levels. The elevator that takes you to all the different levels. Master bedroom on the ground floor. You get up to the first floor and that beautiful open floor plan lounge dining. But what's the special part about it is the fact that you can move that centrepiece bench and make it for any occasion, whatever it is. Of course, the finest finishes you could possibly have with the Smeg appliances, induction cooktop as well. But then it leads out to that wonderful balcony in which you can add your own value, your own improvements, because the water supply has been already put there. You've already got the gas supply there. So it's already picture perfect. If you wanted to put an outdoor barbecue setup, you can easily do it and easily position where the TV is going to be. And of course, the bedroom's been beautifully zoned away from where the living spaces are. So if you are like myself and when you're entertaining, you like to stay on a little bit longer with your mates, your wife and kids can go to sleep, certainly not being disrupted by the boys downstairs. So buyers, it ticks all the boxes in that regard. Of course, you get the warranties that come with any brand new build. You get the warranties with all the appliances there. So it's literally a great property which you have no problems moving further forward with. But buyers, it's a location, of course, of East Malvern that you're buying into. The 3145 postcode, which is one of the most desirable ones. The newspapers have talked about how it's grown by 20% in the last quarter. So buyers, it is a booming position to be buying into, and why shouldn't it be? You're walking distance to Chatty Shopping Centre from that particular position. Great access to the freeway, through Monash Freeway, moments from where we stand. They're not so close that it's going to bother you. Of course, walking distance to the Oakley Shops and Cafe Delights, moments from where we stand here today. Buyers, this is A-grade real estate as it gets in an A-grade location, and more importantly, you're buying into one of the best times to be buying in the market. Lowest interest rates on record across the board in Australia's history. Now is the time to be buying, because this is a wonderful time to be buying real estate, especially something to turnkey property like this with state-of-the-art finishes and a wonderful location. Enough from me, buyers. You're all here to buy. We're here to get to business now. Hope you're better off to get us away here today. We're here to sell if you're here today to buy. In your hands, buyers. Hope you're better off. Don't come at me all at once. I know being a digital auction these days, a few people tend to sort of sit back and not be keyboard warriors, but here's your time to be the online troll. If you want to get involved, control the auction, make your bids announced. Don't mind where we start, of course, it's where you finish. It's most important here today. Who wants to be the brave soul that starts the auction today? In your hands, I don't mind where we start, of course, it's where we finish.
I'd like big $1,025,000.
$1,025,000, a humble starter back, and we'll work with it. $1,025,000 suggested at 1.1 if we can. And $1,025,000 online bidder there. At $1,025,000, good luck to our online bidder today. At $1,025,000, now what do we say? 1.1 if we can. At $1,025,000 now, what do we say? Buyers, let's round it to 1.1 if we can. At $1,025,000 now, let's go to 1.1 if we can from now. At $1,025,000, first time we're calling it $1,025,000, surely not. Twice we call it $1,025,000, let's make it 1.1 if we... Third, final call at $1,025,000. You're all sold, all finished and done. At $1,025,000, suggested at 1.1 if we can. At $1,025,000 now, 1.1. What are we doing, Tommy? How about it? At $1,025,000, looking at you, Chris. What do we say? $1,025,000. Be the runner now. Heard a bidding at the back. At $1,025,000 now, 1.1. I suggest. At $1,025,000, let's get not at the moment. At $1,025,000, let's make it 1.1 if we can. At $1,025,000 or $1,050,000 if it helps. At $1,025,000, 1.1 would be my bid at the moment. At $1,025,000 at 1.1, what do we say? $1,050,000, love it. $1,050,000, 1.1, I suggest. At $1,050,000, make it 1.1. How about it? At $1,050,000 at 1.1, how about it, buyers? At $1,050,000 now. First time they're calling it $1,050,000, surely not. Twice they call it $1,050,000 to bid. Third, final call at $1,050,000. You're all sold, all finished and done at $1,050,000. How about it, buyers? Think about it. Great opportunity, central location. 75, love it. At $1,075,000, 3 in it, love a 4. At $1,075,000 now, 1.1. How about it? $1,075,000 at 1.1. Think about it. Turnkey property such as this. At $1,075,000 now, it's got the wow factor. Bring all your friends and family over. Think about it. All the natural light you're going to have coming through, they're going to be blown away by the size. And certainly the architecture here, everybody has so far. At $1,075,000, 1.1 would be my bid. At $1,075,000. First time they're calling it $1,075,000. Twice they're calling it $1,075,000, 1.1. Third.
Will you take 10, Jono?
Not at the moment. Make it 1.1 if we can. At $1,075,000. Let's go to 1.1 if we can. At $1,075,000, 1.1. Suggest the bid there. At $1,075,000 at 1.1. How about it, buyers? At 75 at 1.1. What do we say, buyers? At $1,075,000, 1.1 would be my bid at the moment. At $1,075,000, in or out, need to know. Wonderful opportunity. At $1,075,000. First time they're calling it $1,075,000. Twice in the call at $1,075,000 a bid. Third, final call at $1,075,000. You're all sold, all finished and done. At $1,075,000, my suggestion would be going 1.1 a moment like now. At $1,075,000, 1.1. How about it, Chris? At $1,075,000. At $1,075,000. 1.1's the bid at $1,100,000 now. How about in the back at $1,100,000, 25? Seems to be the increment people are comfortable with. At 1.1's the bid at 25. At $1,100,000 now, let's get amongst it, guys. This is the time to get excited. At $1,100,000 at 25 on top of it helps. At 1.1's the bid there now. How about it, Tommy? I haven't heard from you for a while. At $1,100,000, how do we go, guys? At $1,100,000, first time they're calling it 1.1. Twice when we call it $1,100,000. Third, Final call at 1,100,000. Incredibly special opportunity. Special family home such as this. At 1,100,000 now. 25 beats it. At 1,100,000. Take 10. I'll take the 10 to move it along at 1.10. 1,110,000. We'll work with it. We'll almost go brick by brick. At 1,110,000. Let's go 30 if you can. At 1,120,000. Chris, I'll go 30.
20,000 dollars.
1,020,000. You got me excited for a moment, Chris. At 1,120,000. At 1,120,000, the bid at 50. Come on, guys. At 1,120,000, bids over here. At 1,120,000, it's against you now, Eliza. At 1,120,000, 50 beats it. At 1,120,000, come on, guys, at 50. At 1,120,000, the bid at 50. Come on, guys, at 1,120,000, now 50 beats it. At 1,120,000, now let's go 50 if we can, guys. At 150 now, is it? 1,150 at 1,150,000. Welcome back at 1,150,000 and bang, that's how you buy. At 1,150,000 now, let's go 60 or 70. At 1,150,000, come on, Chris, use your years of experience. At 1,150,000, these are the bids that buy. At 1,150,000, let's go 60 or 70. At 1,150,000, there's 3 bidders in it at the moment. Let's get amongst it, buys. At 1,150,000, 10,000, 60. At 1,160,000, now 70. How about it? At 1,160,000, where do we go from here? At 1,160,000, Tommy, you're a little bit quiet at the moment. At 1,160,000, the bid. Let's go 70. You do need to bid to buy. Can't take bids telepathically. At 1,160,000, now 70 or 80. At 1,160,000 now. First time we're calling at 1,160,000 is a bid. Twice in the call is against you now, Elijah, at 1,160,000. Third, final call at 1,160,000. You're all silent. All finished and done at 1,160,000. Built by one of the best builders in the set in all the area. At 1,160,000, this is the time to be bidding at 1,160,000. Cyrus Builders, they built this incredible development. It's a wonderful home. At 1,160,000, let's go 1,180,000. That would be my bid. At 1,160,000, terrific opportunity. Once in the call at 1,160,000, 3 of you active. Twice in the call at 1,160,000, in or out. Third, final call at 1,160,000, in or out. Need to know. At 1,160,000, Eliza, what are we doing at 1,160,000? Do we try 80? At 1,160,000. At 1,160,000, Tommy, it's against you as well. At 1,160,000, against you as well, Robbie. At 1,160,000 is the bid. At 1,160,000, in or out, need to know. Your audience participation is needed now. We're very, very close, buys. At 1,160,000. At 1,160,000 now, what do we say, buys? At 1,160,000, clearly been offered now. At 1,160,000. First time they're calling at 1,160,000. Twice in the call at 1,160,000 is the bid. 3 bidders in it. Third, I'm holding it, don't worry. I'm happy to hold as long as we have to for our audience to certainly make their calculations. But the more you look at it, the more you're looking at it on pen and paper, it makes absolute sense to buy this great property at 1,160,000. I hope you're seeing it all works out. It's like Pythagoras' theorem back at school at 1,160,000. What do we say? 80. At 1,170,000 is a bid. At 1,170,000 now, it's against you now. At 1,170,000. At 1,170,000, I suggest we probably get to 1.2 buys. That could be the knockout bid that buys the property. At 1,170,000, what do we say buys? At 1,170,000, in or out? At 1,170,000. I suggest
20,000, Donna, 1,190.
1,190, love it. At 1,190,000 and bang, there we go. At 1,190,000, now it's almost like the MCG, we're off again. At 1,190,000, bounce the ball in the middle. At 1,190,000, now what do we say? 1.2 buys. We're very, very close. At 1,200,000 if you can. At 1,190,000, worth every penny of that. Eliza, you're a little bit quiet at the moment. At 1,190,000, how about it, Tommy? At 1,190,000, get amongst it. This is exciting. At 1,190,000, 1.2. What do we say, guys? At 1,190,000, 1.2. What are we saying? Need to know. In or out? At 1,190,000. We need to be decisive at a moment like now. Let's push that a little bit more. At 1,190,000 at 1.2. Let's go, guys. At 1,190,000 at 1.2, I suggest. At 1.190 is a bit. At 1,190,000 at 1.2. What do we say, guys? At 1,190,000. First time we're calling at 1,190,000. Twice in the call at 1,190,000. Third, Final call at 1,190,000. We're very, very close, guys. This is a wonderful opportunity. Where else are you going to find a triple level property such as this? Walking distance to Chatty Shopping Centre. Walking distance to Eden Mall with all the cafe delights down Eden Mall. At 1,190,000, it just makes absolute sense. You should be all putting up your hands. At 1 million.
5,000,
1,195,000 is the bid. At 1,195,000. Suggested at 1.2 buys. Let's go. At 1,195,000, let's get to 1.2. At 1,195,000 in or out buys. At 1,195,000, there's a lot of chatter in the back, but let's make the bids count. At 1,195,000 at 1.2. At 1,195,000, I suggested at 1.2 buys. This is a good opportunity. At 1,197,000.
7,000, last bid.
97. At 1,197,000.
1,202.
1,202. Throw 7,000, Chris, and auction like this. At 1,202 is the bid. At 1,202,000, get excited, buyers. We've just gone over it. Let's go at 1,202,000. Do we round it up to 10? At 1,202,000. What do we say, buyers? 3 new active at 1,202,000. At 1,202,000, just confirming.
On the market and selling, guys.
On the market and selling, confirming who's the bid with at 1,202,000. Jim, 1,202,000. At 1,202,000, we sell away. No further bidding here today. Get excited, buyers. At 1,202,000, Eliza, what are we going? At 1,202,000, Tommy, what are we saying? At 1,202,000 is the bid we sell away. Eliza, what are we going? At 1,202,000. Let's go, Eliza. Try some more. At 1,202,000, I've got faith in you. We're on the market and selling. At 1,202,000, we sell away. $500 to get you back on top if you need to be. At 1,202,000, we sell now. Can't accept any late bids. At 1,202,000, we're about to sell it. $500 to keep you going at 1,202,000. First time they're calling at 1,202,000. Twice in the call at 1,202,000. Eliza in or out at 1,202,000. We sell now. Third, final call. We cannot accept any late bids. We're on the market and selling at 1,202,000. I'm holding at 1,202,000. We're selling now. Can't accept any late bids at 1,202,000. We sell now. Once, twice. Third, final call at $1,202,000. We're selling now. Can't accept any late bids. We're selling. About to sell. I'm going to hold it. I'm holding it at 1,202,000. Got to just make sure on this online platform. We're selling definitely out. We're selling once, twice. Third and final call at 1,202,000. We're selling now. We're selling. Sold. Congratulations. Welcome to the neighbourhood. Commiserations to our underbidders here today. Thank you for attending another successful Railwood Oakley auction, partnered with obviously the Woodhouse Elsternwood team as well. Thanks again and see you next month.